night, everybody, and welcome to the 4th Spotlight Showcase. Now, 27 Spotlight artists to date have been a part of the program over the past 3 years, and we are so excited to be here tonight to see 6 more artists enter into the Spotlight for 2021. These 6 artists will benefit from Spotlight's rigorous artist development program, and they will be guided on the following: branding and styling, media engagement, afforded vocal or instrumental training, stage performance, social media management, intellectual property consultation, business registration, development of an EPK inclusive of a professional photo shoot, and an industry networking session as well. So, now let's meet our judges who have the unenviable task of selecting the top 6 artists who will join the Spotlight. First up is Khary Mohammed. Khary is the founder of Alacrity Management. She has worked with many upcoming independent artists in Trinidad and Tobago in the areas of career management, music marketing, and branding. Now, Alacrity Management is on a mission to educate and empower independent artists to work toward global success in the music industry with our Caribbean identity and product. Next up is Jeanine Ruiz. Jeanine is a musical creative with 11 years of experience in the music industry in Trinidad and Tobago. Her skill set includes composer, producer, director, arranger, educator, manager, and performer. Jeanine is a graduate of Bishop Anstey High School East with a distinction in music, the University of Trinidad and Tobago with a certificate in music technology, and the University of the West Indies with a BA degree in musical arts with first-class honors. She continues to explore and contribute to music with a passion. Our final judge is Kasey Phillips. Kasey is the Chief Executive Officer of Precision Global Music Limited. Precision is a music production company. Now, Kasey started his career as a sound engineer and music producer, but soon realized he wanted to be more than a producer. After an internship in the United States, Kasey returned and introduced the international songwriter model into his business. Precision then moved from only producing music for artists to owning the music they produced. This was a game changer, and today the company's resume reads as a who's who in the local, regional, and international music arenas. Now that we've met our incredible judges, it's time now to meet the artists, and we are going to enjoy their performances. First up, it's an artist known as Ansa. Ansa is a singer, songwriter, musician, and producer, and started her career as a lead background vocalist and guitarist in an all-female band.
Would you keep me warm when the night's cold? Would you still want my body when I old? Would you love nobody else but me? Would you be all rounded fivefold? Or would you run around and do me wrong? Keep it hush hush blindfold. And if I shine brighter than you, would I dig at you? Cause I don't want no weaky eyeball. Would you bring me the moon if I asked you to? Bottle the sea if I asked you to? Would you put out the sun if I asked you to? Conquer the world if I asked you to? Would you? What would you do for my love? Do for my love. What would you do for my love? Do for my love. Would you put your life on the line for me? Would you give me your heart? What would you do for my love? Do for my love, for my love. I need someone who will give it all for me. Be there when I am lonely. Lift me up when I'm tired. Love to keep me inspired. Would you be the one for me? My 1 and 2 and 3 for me. A boy I can rely on, a boy that can lay down, rely on. Would you bring me the moon if I asked you to? Bottle the sea if I asked you to? Would you put out the sun if I asked you to? Conquer the world if I asked you to? Would you? What would you do for my love? Do for my love. What would you do for my love? Do for my love. Would you put your life on the line? you give me your heart? What would you do for my love? Do for my love. What would you do for my love? Oh, do for my love. What would you do for my love? Do for my love. Would you put your life on the line for me? Would you give me your heart? What would you do? What would you do for my love? For my love.
All right, I definitely loved that performance. I love the mood. However, minor note, when playing an instrument and singing, especially in that certain position and doing that style of singing, which is staccato style, it would require a great amount of controlling your breathing. That is my only note, but otherwise, great performance. So I really enjoyed it.
All right, I really loved it. I like that she played an instrument. I like the simplicity of her playing. I like at the end that she did something different. And to be honest, I even liked when she made the mistake and how she handled it. I think she has a really nice tone, and I love the performance. It was really sincere and organic.
Awesome. Overall, I think it's pretty damn impressive. She's playing, singing. The video was shot well. There's an intimate performance. The songwriting and structure was great for what this is. I still hear the Caribbean influence slight in her accent. It's not a lot, but it's there. Of course, I assume if she has more material, she could kind of dance around with that and play with that more. Some songs might have more, some songs might have less. So I think that's the only area, based on the criteria, where it might be a little tricky in terms of scoring. But I am impressed so far. I think she has great potential.
Next up is Ariel Alexa. If you ask Ariel Alexa where she would be 10 years ago, becoming a singer-songwriter probably would have been the first thing she would want to say, but her shyness would keep her silent. Now, Ariel knew she had talent from an early age, but was always too timid to pursue singing seriously. However, when Ariel set foot into her first audition, it was love at first song, and she never looked back.
I'd rather smile on a better day, but right now there's so much to say. We gotta pray, we gotta face what's unfolding right before our eyes. You think it got nothing to do with me and you? If you stop and listen to some truth, what we going through, we've been going through stuff. I know that you see my pain, you don't say nothing. Why can't you see we bleed the same? Won't you say their names? Try, yeah. I'm dying to live, got so much to give. I'm not slowing down, 'cause I know I'm proud. Yeah, I'm so proud. Ooh, yeah, I'm dying to live, got so much to give. I'm not slowing down, 'cause oh, I'm so proud. Oh, I'm so proud. I'm dying to live, got so much to give. I'm not slowing down, 'cause oh, I'm so proud. Oh, yeah. Much gonna stand up. I'm gonna stand up. Yeah. Can't quiet me down when the beat's so loud. I'm not giving up. You gonna hear this sound. Yeah. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. We dying in these streets. No justice, no peace. Ooh, I'm gonna stand up.
All right, great. I totally enjoyed that performance, 100%. I loved all the variations in her notes. I loved that she really took it the extra mile by giving us a very engaging performance, really emotional, and I connected it very well, which is super important. Lovely delivery, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So great job, Ariel.
I agree. I think this performance was like a legit performance. I was engaged 100%. Her tone is really beautiful.
Yeah, the performance and delivery was definitely captivating. Emotion as well. I liked it overall. Of course, I will always come back to the criteria of the Caribbean influence on the sheet, and also to originality. I mean, her as a performer is great, but again, criteria, originality, I don't know if she could score high there. It sounds like something that I've heard already, which doesn't take away from her performance, but just following on the criteria, I would just comment that.
Now we have artist styles. Glenn Peters started writing songs at the age of 8 years with his sister and started singing when he was 14 years old.
Be ready for the carnival. Be ready for the carnival. Saying yeah, be ready. Ready for the carnival. Yeah, be ready. Tell them we ready. Tell promoters open the gate. Tell band leaders we just can't wait. Yeah, be ready. Tell them we ready. 10 million coming out. I tell them it's whole. Yeah, we waiting for the vibes to start. I say hold. Yeah. Let the streets them come alive, I tell them it's whole. Yeah, we ready to drink the rum. Yes, we ready to have some fun. Yeah, we ready. Ready for the carnival. Yeah, we ready. Tell them we ready. Tell promoters open the gate. Tell band leaders we just can't wait. Yeah, we ready. There we go. All right. Spectators, masqueraders ready to take to the street. Them pan man, them importers been ready to turn up the heat. Big tune now drop, turn it up on the radio station. Big artists and new artists, yes, we ready to perform, yeah. We ready, ready for the carnival. We ready, tell them we ready. Tell promoters open the gate. Tell band leaders we just can't wait, yeah. We ready. Tell them, hey, if you love carnival, put your hand in the air and tell them let it start. If you love bacchanal, put your hand in the air and tell them let it start. If you love pretty girl, put your hand in the air and just let the thing hit. The thing done, turn up and the thing now start. The thing done, turn up and the thing now start. Yeah. Ready for the carnival. Tell them we ready. Tell promoters open the gate. Tell band leaders we just can't wait. Yeah. We ready, tell them we ready. Yo, St. Vincent we ready, and Grenada we ready, and Barbados we ready, and Jamaica done ready, and Venezuela ready. Yo, tell them we ready, tell them we ready. Yeah, we ready, ready for the carnival. We ready. Tell them we ready, tell promoters open the gate. Tell band leaders we just can't wait, yeah. Alright, we ready.
So, Glenn Peters, a couple notes actually. Firstly, like the originality of the music, I have to point out It wasn't, I can't give a high score on originality because I don't think there were lots of words or concept to the song. It was basically repeating the chorus in most of the song. So I did not really particularly enjoy that. You did look down a couple of times, which is something you shouldn't do at all. No point in time, especially when singing soca. So other than that, I have to say good effort and to keep trying. Yeah.
Glenn, I enjoyed it. It was entertaining to look at. I did also hear the shortness of breath. I think this song was a little too low for him. I think he struggled a bit with the key. And I like that he was like constantly moving, but at the same time, I didn't feel like he was happy performing it because he just looked so concerned more than happy. And it's so good. It's a happy song and we're ready. And, I just like expect a very more positive attitude towards that. I do like the melody and the chorus. I think it's very hookish. I think hook like it's a good hook line. I think the melody is very catchy. It is very singable. But in terms of performance, I think there needs to be a little bit more work there. But overall, good job.
I welcome the change. I welcome the effort. I mean, I expected to get some soca in this. My thing is, if you come in with soca and you know it's a spotlight showcase, you probably should pick a better song to showcase with. I think is a wrong song selection. Even on originality, it sounds like the typical soca where we just grab in the bag for the first lyrics that we could find. So on originality, that would be my area. He would have lost points. Other than that, I think it's a wrong song selection. You could have done something a little edgier, a little more risky than just drafting for the typical soca song.
Next up, we have Bretil Hunt. Bretil Hunt has music in his blood, almost literally. Thanks to a rich family tradition, he's been a vocalist for the past 20 years.
It seems like forever that I have waited for you. In a world of disappointment, one thing is true. God has blessed me, and He's blessed you too. In a world of lonely people, I found you. Take my hand and hold me close, and don't let me go. You for me, and me for you. Together we'll make strangers all by ourselves, living alone with no one else. But here you are, and it's so sweet. God must have done this, made you for me. Oh, take my hand, hold me close, don't ever let go. Said you for me, yeah, and me for you. Together we'll make, we'll make one. Oh, we were always sleeping under the same stars.
chasing dreams of love, wondering where you are. How blessed I am that I found you. Now that you're here, I'm ready to say I do. Oh, take my hand and hold me. Don't you ever, don't you ever, don't you ever, don't let go. You for me and me for you, together forever, yeah, yeah. Together we make one, we make one. Take my hand and hold me close. Yeah, 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 yeah. Together we'll make one. Say you for me, yeah, yeah, yeah. And me for you, baby. Together forever, me and you against the world. Together we'll make one. We'll make one. Ooh, ooh, we'll make one. Ooh, one. We'll make we'll make one.
A risky selection, I must say, but I do commend you for the effort. And overall, I think that you confidently performed. Your movement, your expression was there. Just that the notes for me weren't as what I was expecting. So that's my only comment.
I enjoyed the performance. I think he chose something that he was very passionate about. I think, though, that the quality of the sound itself kind of lacked for me. I don't know if it's because they pitched it up, but I'm hearing that little shift. It's just not like, it's unfortunately not matching his talent. So his talent is there, but then the sound that's backing him up in terms of the sound quality is not there.
I agree with Jeanine on the music thing. When it started, the karaoke track sounded like something was wrong. Almost the quality of it was weird, so that kind of threw me off from the start. Him as a singer, he's a great singer. Now, when you pull for a song like this and a gospel song, great, now go and cut it. You have to be excellent to knock something out like this. So he probably shoot himself in the leg because, yeah, when you pull something like this, you gotta be clocking.
Now we have Blair. Blair is a singer, songwriter, and young upcoming artist from Cascade, Trinidad. The 25-year-old's passion for music, specifically soca music, has been developing from an early age as he started performing at the age of 7.
My name is Blair, and this is a song, an original song written this weekend, unreleased. So, in the spirit of new music, I feel it in my spirit when I hear it. Carnival, Lord, that took me real bad. Father, can you hear me? We need a breeze to just blow through this land. Will you lend a hand now? Cause the same way blood in we veins is the same way breath in we lungs, is the same way we feel about carnival. We need it right now. Send all your blessings down. Only you can turn this around. Hey, turn this around. Come now and turn this around. So send a breeze quick, let it blow. Release it and let it go. Show the world and let them know. Them can't stop the greatest show. Breeze quick, let it blow. to ramage. But we don't need that, no. Carnival is me and you. We had to keep the energy. Bring your crew, build your vibe, cause we had to keep this alive. Cause the same way blood in we veins, it's the same way breath in we lungs, it's the same way we feel about carnival. We need it right now. Send all your blessings down. Only you can turn this around. Hey, turn this around. Come now and turn this around. So send a breeze quick, let it blow. Release it and let it go. Show your hand and let them know. Them can't stop the greatest show. Breeze quick, let it blow. Release it and let it go. Fun me down and let it blow. Yeah, yeah, hey. Your power it in my blood. Your memories in my vein. Carnival is legacy. That thing to just celebrate. Your rhythm it in my heart. History in my DNA. Carnival is legacy. That thing to just celebrate. Oh, no, no, no. That thing to just celebrate. Yeah. 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 That thing to just celebrate. Yeah.
Blair, I have to give you points for originality because I thought the song was well written, and I love songs that show that patriotism and unity. So I love that about it. Your performance, I think, was lacking that energetic vibe that you're supposed to bring with that type of song. Like I said, I really like the song. I really like the originality, and it was a great effort. Yeah.
I really liked this original song. I think it's great that he introduced himself and told us the time span in which he wrote it. Not because it was oversharing, but I just thought it was like an initiative that he took, and I liked it because in that moment I got to know a little bit of his personality, and I love to see that on a performance. I did see his passion behind the performance. Also really appreciated that he smiled throughout the performance because smiles are contagious, and it made me feel what he was trying to sing to the song. Of course, he could have expressed himself a little bit more, but I appreciated the smile. So
yeah, I would kind of bounce off of what Jeanine said. That he's the first performer I think actually smiled so far in the lineup, and I really appreciated that. He started, he introduced himself, he gave us a quick backstory, so we kind of immediately connected with the song and what it was. I liked his presence, his movement. I mean, it's still soca, but it was original, and I think we commented on that before. You could do soca, but you could bring something special to the table, and he did. Even in his choice of song, given the climate of everything, he brought something special that related to us now. So I liked all of that. Yes, in the intro, we kind of lost him a little bit on the articulation and him projecting his voice. But I enjoyed it overall. I don't really have much negative comments per se. I think I enjoyed the performance.
Next up is Carissa. Carissa is a 21-year-old young lady from South Trinidad. Currently, she's pursuing a degree in biology with specializations in marine and environmental biology at UWI St. Augustine. She has a passion for singing and music.
Come to be approached cool and romantically. Oh yeah, I've got needs just like you. And if the conversation's good vibrations through and through, oh, so come on baby, won't you show some class? Why'd you have to move so fast? We don't have to take our clothes off to have a good time. No, we could dance and party all night and drink some cherry wine. No, we don't have to take our clothes off, no, to have a good time. No, we could dance and party all night and drink some cherry wine. Oh, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. We don't have to take our clothes off to have a good time. No, we could dance and party all night and drink some cherry wine. We don't have to take our clothes off, no, to have a good time. No, we could dance and party all night and drink some cherry wine. Oh.
Okay, so Carissa, that was such a beautiful, excellent performance. I think my pause raised because it was really, really well done. And you hit your notes, all of it was on point. That vibrato was amazing. And just everything about it was really captivating. And I loved it. I absolutely enjoyed it, every part of it. So great job. Well done.
I really love that performance by Carissa. Her tone is beautiful, and I was instantly thinking how easily she would make it for any producer to just go in studio and they have less post-production work to do on her voice because it's really great. She also has the eyes closed, but what I love is that even though she was so in her performance, she did make eye contact with the camera, so she engaged me and she got me at those moments. I love that she took the risk of some of those runs and she hit some high notes there and she nailed it. Basically, I really enjoyed her performance and she was very dynamic and expressive, and I think she nailed that performance. I think I could actually imagine her practicing that performance. That's just how she had it down to a T. So really great job, Carissa.
No, I enjoyed the performance overall. She's a great singer. My comment is, I think this song is stronger than being just a ballad. I believe it could have been a different style. The ballad was cool. I think it could have been something with I don't want to say pop, but something around the Caribbean pop line. Other than that, her singing is on point. Her articulation was on point. The runs, as Jeanine said, yeah. But for me, again, anybody could come on stage and run and sing and do all kind of stuff. It's just, what are you going to do and present in that moment, and how are you going to make that great and bring your own flair, I guess.
Next in line is Carlton Louison, a versatile artist yet uncompromising in his beliefs. He grew up loving gospel greats like Fred Hammond and Kirk Franklin, and has been growing his music career over the past 10 years.
remember when the cell phone now came on the scene. The thing was big like a washing machine. Invented in 1973, it was a Motorola Dyna TAC. Well, shrinking this giant, that was the trick. The phone was so heavy that they called it a brick. Just like Dick Tracy's wrist radio, the dream was to talk while on the go. A man from Chicago, a big dreamer, a skillful engineer called Martin Cooper. He had noble intentions but didn't know how the popularity of the cell would grow. Now moving from analog to Android, his great invention created a void. Pandemic like a viral disease, transforming its victims into one of these cell phone addicts living inside their phone. But they cell phone addicts lost in the cyber zone. I tell you, cell phone addicts don't want to face the music. No, 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 no. Cell phone addicts playing them cell phone tricks. Hey. The other day, I say good morning, but to my dismay, only one soul responded to my salute. The rest of them like they put their mouth on mute. Polite conversations used to be the norm. Chatting has evolved into a different form. Long ago we used to speak with we mouth and lips. Nowadays we tongue is we fingertips. Well, I reached down in tongue just a little late, as I waiting to cross in front of city gate. Like red ants on honey, children gathered around. Two school girls wrestling on the ground. The crowd standing by were in a frenzy, cheering on the fighters like it's UFC. Them young paparazzi had to catch the show. Instead of batting the fight, they making video. I tell you, cell phone addicts living inside their phone. But they cell phone addicts lost in the cyber zone. Hey, cell phone addicts don't want to face the music. No, 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 no. Cell phone addicts, they playing them cell phone tricks. Thank you very much. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba, da, da. Do, ba, ba, da.
Alright, so I really enjoyed that performance. I love the Caribbean next tempo sort of influence, and I kind of felt a little Latin influence in there as well. I really enjoyed that.
For Carlton's performance, he was one of my favorites for sure. The arrangement of the music got me. That cell phone ringing, I fell for it. I looked at my phone and that was the goal, and they accomplished it. So well done to that. Not only that, but the brass in there, the use of strings, and what else did I have? I heard the influence from a sort of shadow with that rhythm and the synth play kind of thing. I loved the fact that he didn't do anything fancy, but yet this was still one of my favorite performances. I think it's a great job musically, great job singing wise, great job with the storytelling. I love the story, I love the storytelling, I love the facts he dropped in there, and it's my favorite so far. Well done, Carlton.
The Calypsonians always have a way they can tell a story and captivate you, so he did that excellently. I enjoyed it. Even the choice of topic, the story, everything, you were waiting to hear what he was gonna say. And it's a nice spin on that topic. I don't really have anything negative to say. It'll be interesting to see what else he contributes, to see his range and versatility as a performer. But yeah, good job.
Next up is Mark Daniel Parks, also known as Hireman. With great enthusiasm, he has embarked on his long passion for music.
Wine your waist, girl, look and show you. 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 Size it up, you know I like that. Bounce you up on the belly, well It's Jeanine, it's a party anytime you see me. What we are do today is carnival time, I say. We are pouring, y'all pouring. Why not flex, cause later we jamming. Wine your waist, y'all look, go show your wine your waist, y'all look, go show your wine. Wine your waist, y'all look, go show your wine your waist, y'all look, go show your wine your waist, y'all look, go show your wine. Wine your waist, y'all look, go show it. Excuse me, my island long. When is you are see in tongue? You look pretty, like a beauty. And I go, you know, see the free Mary. You know, I love zest. You know, party does be best. It's our drinks day, when I play with. Spend your money like 15 things. Say, wine your waist, girl, look, go show your wine your waist, girl, look, go show your wine. Wine your waist, girl, look, go show your wine your waist, girl, look, go show your wine your waist, girl, look, go show your wine. Wine your waist, girl, look, go show it. It's time, coordination. Big word, I'll Google that one. Back it up, I like it. When we done, we go create a son. Multiply your 6 like carbon. I be to the good ones. Let me jump up right in the party. Not leave it out, none. Wine your waist, girl, look, go show your wine your waist, girl, look, go show your wine. Wine your waist, girl, look, go show your wine your waist, girl, look, go show your wine your waist, girl, look, go show your wine. Wine your waist, girl, look, go show it. Yeah, wine it. Yeah, wine it. Yeah, wine it is your virgin higher wanting to dance. You know we like it. This is what you do for me, right? Oh, this is what you do. Oh, where you wine your waist, girl. Wine your waist, girl. Yes. Say wine your waist, girl. Look, go show you wine your waist, girl. Look, go show you wine. Wine your waist, girl. Look, God. Yeah.
All right, Mark Daniel Parks. I have to say that performance. What I want to say is that some of the notes, personally, some of the notes were kind of off. The performance itself was very fun, very interactive. If you would only look at the camera, because you were looking away a lot of the times. I love that you threw in your personality in there. That was really nice. The concept, the song, I don't think it had a lot of thoughts in it. It was basically repetitive. But other than that, I have to appreciate the energy. So great job. But yeah, those are my notes, and thank you so much for that. That was really fun.
Higher Man's performance. You know what I realized though? I realized that they have music for everything and every different mood. And sometimes you need this kind of music to just have fun, according to Kira. And it's kind of scary. And it's also kind of cool, the fact that sometimes the song that takes the least amount of effort and have the least storyline and stuff like that end up being on the top charts and going viral. It's crazy. But hey, that's the world we live in. I did enjoy his energy. I think he enjoyed the song so much, it made me enjoy the song too. That was definitely contagious. I don't know if it really makes sense to say, but I heard some influence from like a sort of like 90s Trini rhythm. Kind of hear like a Dr. Cassandra kind of rhythm happening in there, which is a vibe. And I also find it's a mix between that 90s soca and also Trini bad music. So I found that was cool and interesting.
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. And I think to me, the job of a performer is to portray him enjoying his song, and therefore you enjoy it. And he did that. I think he got the highest score for movement to me. He moved the most so far. He actually performing, and that's the crazy part. And this was happening with when you start to score based on numbers. Is like his presence and movement is off the charts because he did that. Now, could the song have more content? Of course, but the storyline, the comical element, everything about it was funny. I honestly think if somebody work with him and get him to do different material and stay him a certain way, he could be a specific type of act that people look forward to. Every show he could freestyle a verse. He could be that person. Now we might think it's funny now, but that might just work.
Next up, we have Aishana. Aishana is a 23-year-old indie pop singer-songwriter from Karanaj. In April 2020, Aishana released her self-produced debut EP, Dear Anxiety.
We've been the talk of this town for too long now, and it's no secret, everyone can see it. I just wonder how long will we play this game, move the pieces for the sake of it. But now I need you to be honest. If I'm honest, I don't wanna wake up next to you. I've got a craving for something new, and I can see that you feel it too. We're playing house just to save face, but it's so clear we're destined to fail. Why you waste time? Say what you need to say. Cause when the morning breaks, won't call it a mistake, but it don't feel right. Can we put this thing on hold? Can't see me growing old with you by my side. That this love is expired. And I really hope there's no hard feelings, cause there's nothing wrong with you. You were just wrong for me, and I promise there are no regrets. We've run our course like a river. Now that river meets the ocean, and they will find other fish in the sea. Wake up next to you. I've got a craving for something new, and I can see that you feel it too. We're playing house just to save face, but it's so clear we're destined to fail. Why you waste time? Say what you need to say. Cause when the morning breaks, won't call it a mistake, but it don't feel right. Can we put this thing on hold? Can't see me growing older with you by my side. I think that this love is expired. I don't wanna know what happens if I don't go. And I've made up my mind, ain't no changing it. Cause new don't always mean better, but calling it quits is better than this. Don't wanna wake up next to you. I've got a feeling for something new, and I can see that you feel it too. We're playing house just to save face, but it's so clear we're destined to fail. Why you waste time? Say what you need to say. Cause when the morning breaks, won't call it a mistake, but it don't feel right. Can we put this thing on hold? Can't see me growing older with you by my side. I think that this love is expired.
I think the performance itself, the song itself was a little one note to me. I wasn't really captivated by, the emotions or the delivery. I think it was just a little lackluster for me. And you had, some good notes in there, and then you had some flat notes. Other than that, I think you delivered a good performance. You seem to be comfortable enough to sing with the guitar in your hand, so I must commend you. That is a good practice. So I have to say good job on doing that. And I think it was overall a really good performance. So thank you, and I hope to see more.
Hi, Aishana. I enjoyed your performance. First thing I realized is that unlike the other performers so far, you weren't in studio. So I want to commend you on the quality that I heard from the guitar and the vocals. It was really good. It was as if you were in studio, so good job to paying attention to those details. I find the tone of your voice unusual. I didn't expect, I guess you have a low voice, so that's really cool. I also appreciated that in the song you sang in Trini, which I always like. I heard stuff like river, like river, anything like that. It was really cool to hear. singing in Trini?
If this was a competition on voice and tone, I think Aishana would win hands down. Her tone, especially being alto range and lower, I didn't expect it, but the texture of her voice I think is incredible. Is almost like Snow Allegra-ish, kind of somewhere in that zone. I would love to hear what other songs she have. Her guitar playing is excellent though. That was more impressive to me, that she was playing that good and that well and singing. And if that's original, I like it. She definitely has potential. There's very few singers that you come across that have a unique tone that you could recognize from not seeing anything. And I think she has that. She could, from the first note, you're gonna know that is Aishana. And that's a hard quality to find or to develop. So I think she has great potential, and I enjoyed the performance.
Up next is Acoustic. Acoustic creates uniquely smooth island fusion music done with a hint of reggae soul and a dash of Afrobeat and a sprinkle of soca. Sounds like a recipe. Born Kennedy Dingwell on the island of Trinidad to a musician father and a school teacher mother, Acoustic incorporates a melodious twist on a mixture of genres brought together with a Caribbean bass.
Ooh, yeah. The way you groove, yeah. The way you groove, yeah. Something about you, the way you move without description, it just blows my mind. When I am around you, I wanna dance without restriction until the end of time as it flows on. One look at you and there's nobody else around. Ooh, yeah, you're so profound. The way that you make everything in my world slow down. Ooh, yeah, I just like the way you move. Ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah. I just like the way you move. Ooh, yeah, yeah. I just like when you come over here, over here. I love how you groove it with me. Come over here, over here. You move it so beautifully. Over here, over here. I love how you groove it with me. Come over here, over here. I love how you rhythmically flow on. One look at you and there's nobody else around. Ooh, yeah, you're so profound. The way that you make everything in my world slow down, slow down. I just like the way you move. Ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah. I just like the way you move. Ooh, yeah, ooh, you, baby. Yeah, I just like the way you groove. You groove. Ooh, baby. Ooh, yeah, I just like the way you groove. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah, I just like the way you groove. The way you groove, yeah, oh yeah, I just like the way you move, the way you groove, yeah, I just like the way you move, you groove, baby, yeah, I just like the way you groove. The way you groove, you groove, baby. Ooh, I like it. Ooh, I just like the way you groove.
Kennedy, I liked your song a lot. It was really nice. Had a nice island fusion kind of feel to it, and I really enjoyed that part of it. You have a really unique voice, so I liked what I heard. I enjoyed it. It complemented the song well, and of course there were some parts that were pitchy, But overall, I think the song was really nice. The movement, while it is a groovy movement, I would have liked to see you groove a little more. But I did like it. It was really nice. So good job. Well done.
Acoustic. It's a really nice song. The production is fire. But I do have a question. Do you really like the way that I groove? Because I feel like that performance, you looked uncomfortable for most of it. And I get it, like it's an uncomfortable situation. You're in a studio with all these cameras on you. But to be honest, most of the time you have to fake it, because even when you perform in front of a live audience, sometimes you may be sick, sometimes you just got in a car accident outside, but you have to perform now, and the audience reads that energy from you. And I just didn't feel like you really liked my groove, because you just looked like you just not feeling my groove. But yet your song is saying that you like the way, so I didn't really feel that energy that you were trying to get there.
I also agree with Jeanine, and it was a little theme for the type of song, especially coming after somebody like Higher Man. You had to come strong, especially like this performance wise. Like I don't really have any negative feedback. The song was good, right, and everything was on point. I think when the song started, I was in it. I liked it. I liked how it built up, and then something at the chorus lost me. It was kind of almost anticlimactic, but this is more on the song structure side and the songwriting, but I'm still throwing out the comments. Outside of that, good performance.
Next in line is McCoy. Richard Valentine dons a new sobriquet that also plays on a well-known idiom that assures audiences of his genuine passion and love of entertainment.
I am Scorpion Pepper, and I'm here to burn Corona. So you mortals, you need to wear your mask, keep your distance, and get over there. You play that magic for me one time. AI.
Oh, McCoy.
Watch out, Real McCoy passing through. Everybody, MusicTT, you don't know that we COVID free. Where you tell them where you say, yeah, McCoy. Wine at a distance, bubble at a distance, shake at a distance, wine at a distance. Girl, I wanna wind up on for this instant, when I'm broke out right now. Sexy girl, wine at a distance, bubble at a distance, shake at a distance, wine at a distance. As I go to wine on she rare, she watch me and tell me, get over there. Real McCoy passing through, tongue in the pet with me soca crew. Big sexy girl, I wanna wine on you, play a real put it on in a whining mood. Where you bubble on a wine and shake you behind and twist up your spine, bend over on it. If fine was a crying, call Khary every time. Oh, girl, please give me a wine. She say, look, or don't touch, stand back and shook, or don't rush. Boy, soon as I go to wine on she rare, she watch me and tell me, get over there. Look, or don't touch, stand back and shook, or don't rush. Boy, girl, I have so much bumper to share. She watch me and tell me, get over there. Wine at a distance, bubble at a distance, shake at a distance, wine at a distance. Girl, I wanna wind up bumper this instant, when I'm broke out right now. Wine at a distance, bubble at a distance, shake at a distance, wine at a distance. Oh, remember this? Oh, remember? Do you remember when the dance was ram? Everybody come out to wine and jam. Jam nation was full of woman, so car paint and powder in me. Now it's gloves on my hand, mask on my face. Keep a distance and give them the taste. But the bumper moving with a real nice pace. Oh God, just give me a taste. She say, look, or don't touch, stand back and choke, or don't rush. Boy, soon as I go to wine on she rare, she watch me and tell me, get over there. Look, or don't touch, stand back and choke. Respect our woman. Girl, I have so much bumper to share. She watch me and tell me, yo, me can't wine at a distance, bubble at a distance, shake at a distance. Girl, I wanna wine a bumper this instant, then I'm broke out right now. Sexy girl, wine at a distance, bubble at a distance, shake at a distance, wine at a. As I go to wine on she rare, she watch me and tell me, get over there. Real McCoy passing through. Get over there. Watch out, Real McCoy passing through. Do you remember? Passing through, yeah, McCoy. MusicTT them passing through, yeah, McCoy, yeah.
Okay, so Richard, I really enjoyed your performance. I have in my notes here, very entertaining, very energetic. You delivered that great. I love the song. I think very well that could be a COVID anthem for us. So I really, really loved it. You were connecting with the audience in the different mannerisms you did. Like you took off your cap and you were just whining when the song actually said to whine. I was definitely looking for that, so I love that totally. Song was a really good vibe. I love the instruction pieces in it. That was really well done.
I loved it. It was really entertaining. It was really fun. I love your sobriquet, McCoy. I love that you have this whole Mortal Kombat thing going on. I love that you just stuck in character for the whole thing. And the fun thing is that even though it was a really fun song, you didn't have to smile. You know, you were just in your character, and I still really enjoyed it. I actually really like this production as well. This is really good. You performed your song. You were really good. According to Kira, there were interactive instructions. That is really vibesy. I could definitely see this in a party being the hype song and they're wheeling it and doing it again. So congrats to you on a well-performed song. Thank you.
I agree with what everybody said so far. Performance-wise, of course, theatrics, dynamics on stage, all of that. Excellent on that. The song, I am not the biggest fan of the song. That's just because, I mean, it seems a little, especially from a melody perspective, it's just typical straight note right through. I mean, I understand the gimmick and what it is. I would be, but notwithstanding, I would wait to see what else he has. I wouldn't just judge off of the song. But performance-wise, the determination and the energy is there. He know what he come to do and he came to deliver, and that's pretty much what he did. So yeah, great job.
Next we have Nimantris. Nimantris hails from Mayaro. Fresh to the music industry, she hopes to add life and vibrancy to her audience.
So, Nimandras, I really enjoyed your performance. Overall, I thought it was a good effort. I just would have liked to see, you interacted more. Well, with the camera that's in front of you, you looked at it a little bit more. I would have liked that. Overall, I like the melody. I like that you chose to speak some of the parts instead of sing right through. So I enjoyed it. It was nice.
So I enjoyed Nimantras's performance. It was really good. I love that she was singing. I love that she rapped. I saw the parts that was supposed to be like the backing vocals. I saw the whole thing that she had the production in her head. Like Kira said, I wish that she had a little bit more confidence in performing her song, because I believe this is an original. Yeah. And with your eyes being closed so much, I could tell that it's the nerves. And I really wish that you're singing a song about loving me, and I want to feel that you're singing to me. I want to experience the message that you're singing. So I wish that you were a little bit more confident so that I felt that from you. Of course, with the circumstances with us being via online and stuff like that. Overall, it was a great job, and looking forward to hearing more from you.
Overall, it was a good performance, I think, movement wise, and just engaging the audience more. I think she could have done a little more on that end. I'll be interested to see what other material she has, but overall, good performance.
Now we have Nia Dunton. Nia is a 24-year-old singer, songwriter, and creative from Trinidad. Her greatest influences include Alicia Keys, Beyonce, and Lauryn Hill.
Scammer shots on the beat.
30 hertz straight.
Said it, yeah, I meant it. I don't mean to be aggressive. No need to get defensive, babe. I played you, yeah, I did it. I did it again. Got you tripping up in my defense. I told you I don't do love, I don't do trust. No, you and your feelings, you got me mixed up. You said my pussy made of magic, he's an addict. Playing with a bad bitch, never average. Down with a real one, now you hurt. But babe, I don't need to be yours. You don't need to be mine. No, I don't need to be yours.
Scammer shots on the
You don't
beat.
need to be mine. No, you jumping in this bed. Please don't call my phone unless you giving some good. Please don't give me away. Please don't make me regret you. I know I'm unforgettable. Please don't get too comfortable. I need to be real with you, but you just can't see the truth that I don't need to be yours, and you don't need to be mine. No, I don't need to be yours, and you don't need to be mine. No, I don't need to be yours, and you don't need to be mine. No, I don't need no.
So, Nia, I liked the song. I appreciated the clarity in your voice. I think all the notes that you choose to sing, it was really well done. the sound itself is very international, so I liked that part of it, but not sure how that will do in terms of the influence we're looking for, but I really did like the international sound of it. I like that you took that breathy whisper quality in delivering this particular performance, because that really complemented that style of music. So I like that. It was great. You had a clear tone. It was, I could see your expression when delivering this song. It was very well done as well. So overall, it was really nice. I personally enjoyed it. I love the song. I think the section suits your voice. So well done.
All right. So Nia, good performance. I got that sort of, I guess it's a production, that sort of 90s Destiny style, TLC kind of vibe. I like your writing. I do get a sense of there's like a softness with your voice, which is kind of like Doja Cat, but then when you're singing certain parts, you could kind of rough it up a little bit, but not too much, because your natural tone is that softness. I would suggest you to check out this artist called Alina Baraz. She has a really nice soft voice. You should check out how she sings and stuff like that. The breathing was very on point, because you did some of the long notes. There was no breathiness or out of breath, so you handled that really well. You had a lot of good control. Your performance was good. I could see that you really wanted to, you own your song basically. I enjoyed that. And let me see. Yeah, I think it was a good performance. I would say, and this is just me being super picky, to just practice your pitch a little bit more, because you're doing great. You could do even greater things. So good job. Thank you.
I like the performance overall. From what I gather, and this is just my observation, she seems like she's probably a newer artist or just getting into singing, but I think she definitely has great potential once she starts owning her sound and owning who she is. I agree with the Alina Baraz, even Summer Walker to an extent, but I think she would grow into that and get more confident and vocally get stronger. The writing of the song was good. She delivered. She moved from the mic, took the mic off, sang. So she's getting there. She's on the right path. I just think it's early, but of course a program like Spotlight will help develop her and train her into learning how to perform, picking the right songs, vocal training, etc. But she definitely has potential.
Shadi is an aspiring singer, songwriter, actress, poet, and model.
For once, I want the same energy. I want share the same energy. I want the same energy. One time for once. For once, I want the same energy. I want share the same energy. I want the same energy. One time for once. For once, I want you be about me. Attention, begging for a mention. Every single day is pure aggravation. Feeling like I'm building up aggression. Hit the way how my heart feel, yeah, it killing me. If it's not love, well, I want it be. Feel so different when you're close to me. Honestly, hopefully, you see the true colors of them girls. For real, them why use you, them don't love you, G. Why you feel special like you're supposed to be. Honestly, what's the type of girl to use a man to heal my heartache? Maybe use the karma catching up like in a relay, replay, passing all the feelings from the hurting, not having you feel like if everything reverting. For once, I want the same energy. I want share the same energy. I want the same energy. One time for once. For once, I want the same energy. I want share the same energy. I want the same energy. One time for once. For once, I want you be about me. Forget all the girl them that want pray. For once, I want you be about me. Forget all the girl them, focus on me. Focus on me. I want you focus on me. I want the same energy. One time for once. For once, I want you be about me. Forget all the gal them that want pray. For once now will you be about me? Forget all the gal them, focus on me. Focus on me. How are you? Focus on me. How are the same energy? One time for once.
So Shade, thank you so much for that performance. I want to note that in the entire performance, your facial expression matched your lyrics or the emotions that you feel when you hear those lyrics. So I must commend you on that. That was really well done. I like that a lot about the performance. There were some minor issues with your breathing, and of course some of the notes were maybe a little too high for you, especially in the end there. I think you probably would have benefited more by going on a lower octave or something, because it was a little high. Overall, I think you have a lot of potential. I definitely would like to see more because I love the style of music that you chose, and I really think you could go far in terms of building your stage presence and your stage performance. So I really liked it. So thank you very much.
I really enjoyed that, Sade. I think it was really interesting and cool. That genre, it's a cool genre. It's kind of like Trini dancehall mixed with something else. I just can't it's like a fusion of something, but I can't figure it out yet. But I really love it. The fact that you did your backing vocals on the track tells me that you have the potential to do so many lovely things with your voice, which is very interesting and always great for a singer to know how to do that. I really like this song. I love that you didn't have to put on an accent or anything. You sang in Trini. Everything was like 100% local. The music was simple, but it made us focus on your lyrical content, which was really well written. And yeah, yes, as Kira said, you were a little shy with your presence, but you have definite potential for great things and to be even more of yourself. So great performance. Thank you so much.
I liked Shade's performance. I liked the difference that she brought, which was the Trinidad slight R&B song. It worked. I agree with Kira on her facial expression. She's smiling about the song and kind of conveying the emotion. There was some slight pitchiness on the performance, nothing too crazy, but I enjoyed it. I think she has great potential as well.
Next in line, we have Jeanine. In the past 7 years, Jeanine has developed her musical gift and has a passion for reaching others through song.
Just took a stroll with sand in my toes as the tide rolls up on the shores, and the harmonies of nature surrounds me. I see the mountains covered with trees as the leaves born blanket beneath, and the atmosphere that God made is so surreal. The longer I look and see, is the prettier it gets to me. It is so amazing how the sunset lights the skies on fire. Lovely melodies of the birds on the wire. How beautiful the dewdrops on petals of a rosebud is in control. Somebody tell me how all these things came to be. Oh, I doubt it was accidentally. Oh no, there must have been a happens by chance. The mangoes in season, he is the reason for it all. It all, it all, it all. Oh, the longer I look and see, is the prettier it gets to me. It is so amazing how the sunset lights the skies on fire. Lovely melodies of the birds on the wire. How beautiful the dew drops on the petals of a rose. God is in control. My God is in control, yeah. The sunset gives way to dark skies. Flowers, oh, they wither and die. The birds fly away when they sense the rain, but it cannot take away from the fact that, oh, from the fact that it is so amazing how the sunset lights the skies on fire. Lovely melodies of the birds on the wire. How beautiful the dewdrops on the petals of a rose. God is in control. Yes, my God is in control. It is so amazing how the sunset lights the skies on fire. The lovely melodies of the birds on the wire. How beautiful the dewdrops on the petals of a rose. My God is in control. My God is in control. Dee, da, 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 dee, da, da, da.
Chanel, I think it goes without saying you're an excellent vocalist. Definitely delivered a soulful and emotional performance. I really enjoyed that. I love the cadence in your voice. That was particularly the highlight of listening to you sing. And your articulation was on point. So I have really positive remarks about that. But your singing, it was really nice. I would have, of course, like to see more influence in terms of the rhythm of the Caribbean side of things. So that's my only note. But I really enjoyed it. It was really very well delivered. I must commend you on your skills, your abilities. It's really commendable. So thanks so much for that.
Chanel, ooh, child, your voice. That was so soothing, and basically that performance is already ready to be sold and distributed as is. It does not need to go through any kind of post-production, anything. It's absolutely phenomenal. Your control, your tones, your clarity, everything is just so good. There's a great, like, I guess that you have a lot of experience with singing, because that was a really phenomenal performance.
So Chanel's performance was captivating from the top to the end. Even though it didn't demand a bunch of movement, dancing, she still told the story with her hands. You could see that she was articulating really well. And the song grew from the start. It started low and she started to smile more as it grew. So she did excellent. I agree with hearing more, seeing how she could influence that Caribbean backbone, I guess, somewhere inside there with her voice. I think it would be great. I mean, I I get more sense leaning towards theater and Broadway with her. But it's interesting to see what could happen. You never know. But overall, great performance.
Now we have Stein Ramkaran. Stein is a teacher of mathematics by day and saxophonist extraordinaire by night.
Stein, I absolutely enjoyed that performance. That was really lovely. You really pulled out some stops there, because just when I thought you were running out of breath, you just hit that high note on me and killed the game. It was totally enjoyable. I really loved it. Absolutely, you were spot on with how well you came in with all the notes, and everything was just perfect. I have nothing bad to say. It was a really good performance. So thank you so much.
Stein, that was a really great performance. Your tone on the sax is really good and warm and nice. And according to Kira, you threw in some tricks there, like the little solo improv that you did was really great. The high note that you did was great. I can't remember the musical term for it, but when you hold out that long note really long, breathing through the nose and out through the mouth thing, that was really cool and dope. And I really enjoyed watching that performance. I would say though, based on the criteria, I'm wondering what made you choose the song New York, New York. Especially with a sax player, there's a lot of fun stuff you can do. You could go the cheesy way and do the Sonny Rollins thing, or you could get more deliberate with your song choice and maybe choose like a nice vintage calypso and rehum it to suit you, like how Etienne Charles kind of does his stuff. So besides the song choice for me, I would have really loved for you to explore more of our local stuff, but everything else was really phenomenal. Thank you so much. Great job.
So coming into this, I did not expect to see an instrumentalist, so it's a welcome change. But also, it's also coming in at a disadvantage, I think, given the scoring. But he still did great. I think he definitely has the showmanship and how he was dressed, everything about it. I agree with Jeanine with the selection. I am interested to see, and I know this was a one take, and his frills and riff were on point for a one take. Yeah, from the time he started, his tone, his texture, everything sounded like if I was listening to a Christmas album from somebody outside. So that was great. It's just coming down to the end is where I started to hear some of the little inconsistencies. But great performance overall. I'm interested to see where it can go. I think it's great to have an instrumentalist in the lineup. It kind of mixes things up, and it may push him more to figure out different things to do and how to stand out. So, yeah.
Up next is Whitney. Whitney Cummings is an international singer, songwriter, recording artist, actress, and model.
I'm dreaming of your love. I dream of your love. When I close my eyes, all I'll see, I was left and I can never let you leave. I was caught up in your love, never let me go, but I never let you know. I'm dreaming of your love. I dream of your love. Your love is so amazing to me. I was blind, now clearly I can see that your love is never ending. This love cannot be replaced. Yeah, 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 yeah. I look for you and sing. Hold you ever near to me.
I would say you did look a little nervous in delivering your performance, so just be mindful of that. When you're on stage, it's definitely a different world, so I can understand where the nerves will kick in. But I see that you have potential to break out of that shell and do more with your performances. I really appreciated also the falsetto style that you incorporated. That was really nice, lovely touch to the reggae aspect of it. So I like that and enjoy that. I think you could, with a little work, you could definitely go a good way being this type of artist. So I really enjoyed it and I liked it. Thank you so much.
Hi Whitney, that was a really lovely performance. I got the Tessa and Chin kind of vibe at the beginning, I think especially because of the reggae. But internationally, your tone actually reminds me a lot of Ariana Grande, that range that you sing on there. You definitely have a beautiful tone. Your runs were 100% on point. Like, there was not one note in your run that was off. Everything was actually well executed. It is a beautiful, happy, blissful song. The song to just kind of rock and hold your lover in those kind of, that kind of blissful vibe. But according to Kira, you looked a little bit uncomfortable performing it. And if I see you performing live and this tune comes on and I want to hold my loved one and dance, I want to see that you're enjoying your song too. So I think the only thing for me that was lacking was just the enjoyment, especially with the lyrics that you're singing. It's such a lovely song. So that's the only thing that was missing for me. We did get the occasional smile, so I appreciate that. Overall, you had a great performance. Great job. Thank you so much.
Whitney, great job. I agree with Kira and Jeanine so far. She did seem nervous, but she still seemed like she had fun. And she was singing and smiling, nonetheless. Vocal tone was on point. This song was, to me, cool. I think the range of the song kind of just stayed up in that high falsetto, right on the head voice there all the time. And I think I just wish I could have seen a little more variation. But other than that, I look forward to see what else she brings. But she definitely could sing. We have no doubt about that. She just needs to develop that confidence and that swag. So when she go on stage, to execute and ready to go on. And I guess with time, the nerves will kind of balance itself out.
Now we have Yelena. Verlene Charles, artistically known as Yelena, has been singing ever since the age of 7 years old and is a professionally trained vocalist.
1, 2, 3, serve the King. We're all standing for the Almighty. 3 and 4, sin no more. We're not gonna walk up on that path at all. Ladies, represent living rights and your heaven sent. Book smart, Bible taught, Christ in your heart and you're living loud. My crew not gonna follow no crowd. Righteousness don't fleek like bros. Sanctified and Jesus proud. So we heal him up loud. Foundation in Christ now crack up. Consistency strong like black up. Jesus Christ is the highlight. If you're with me, shine your light bright. Flawless, flawless in Jesus Christ. We are flawless, flawless in Jesus' eyes. It don't matter skin color. It don't matter your hair texture. It don't matter who you are, 'cause we are flawless. Some of us, we struggle with beauty, insecure by the ad figurines. Well, perfection is not a factor, so we heal him up loud. Self-love right now is the answer. Can't forget my natural sisters. No makeup but pretty like flowers. Fancy the way that you are. We are flawless, flawless in Jesus Christ. We are flawless, flawless in Jesus' eyes. It don't matter skin color. It don't matter your hair texture. It don't matter who you are, 'cause we are flawless. Flawless. Yeah, yeah. Ladies, your beauty is not their opinion. Owning what you got will become your decision. condition. It's alright that you feel that way. Just promise to love more of you each day, each day, each day, yeah. If your life hard, better get it right. Seek God, cause so the thing turn up. If you walk and represent Christ, let me see ya. Put your hand up. We are flawless, flawless in Jesus Christ. We are flawless, flawless in Jesus' eyes. It don't matter your skin color, it don't matter your hair texture, it don't matter who you are, cause we are flawless.
So Yelena, I definitely got that Caribbean flavor in this one. I loved it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was really nice. Very well done. Your expression was totally on point. You sounded great. I think you hit all of those notes perfectly, so that was really great. More importantly, I actually really loved the message of the song. The lyrics, I think, were very well written, and I really absolutely loved the fact that, you represented what you were singing, because girl, you look flawless, so that was great. Everything was really good, and you look super comfortable on stage, so I really like that. So it was a very great, captivating performance, and thank you so much. It was great.
Yelena, that was a really great performance. I am sure people have asked you if you are related to Lauryn Hill, because you really resemble Lauryn Hill. Not to take away anything from your talents, of course. I love the genre of the music. It's this mixed sort of gospel, dancehall, pop sort of vibe. So that was really interesting. I think it's definitely international quality. I love the message. The lyrics is very empowering. You definitely owned that performance. You enjoyed your performance. You sold the song. It was really greatly delivered. Let me see. I did think, though, it may have been just a little bit too low if it's just by a semitone or a tone, so that when it came to the lower notes, you just kind of didn't hit it exactly. With that being said, I do think you can do an even greater job with pitch, because it was just a little pitchy, nothing too serious. But overall, it was a great job. I enjoyed the song. I enjoyed the originality of it, and great performance. Thank you so much.
Okay, I think Jeanine is a superstar, and she owned her space on stage, and very few people so far that we saw. And I know you're gonna laugh. Higher Man owned this space. Very few people own this space, and she used movement. She's the only person I've seen move so far for so much. Yes, the key was low. I think if it was a little higher, she probably still would have knocked it out of the park. She was confident, she was articulate, she demonstrated all the words, all the antics, all the actions. That's why I think she's a superstar when it comes to that. And to be able to execute a gospel song like that is awesome. So yeah, great performance. I think she has great potential.
And finally, we have Chelsea. Chelsea considers herself to be an inspirational singer, and she has a passion in youth education.
Thinking about the world, looking at the nation. Suicide, genocide, homicide. 3 words come to mind. Times are changing. Yeah. No more rumors, there are wars going on. Twisted doctors, scientists making clones. Economy got some backs against the wall. People dying for no reason at all. People of God don't even read their Bibles. There's no faith, no trust in the word. But everybody seems to be caught in scriptures. It's just another word they've heard. Pastors leaving pulpits cause they're tired. It's all based on how we feel. Overheard to people speaking the other day. One said the God's not real, but I'm just one of them old people who's gotta hold on. Sometimes I can see, but I still believe He's taking care of me. Oh, I'm just one of them old people who's gotta hold on. And I believe. So I choose to look on the brighter side in spite of all the negativity I'm surrounded by. Nothing perfect, but that's alright, 'cause His hand is on me and He's keeping me alive. So many disappointments, so much I don't understand, so much I don't have answers for, but that's what makes me trust You more. In a world that's always changing and everything's rearranging, but no matter what's going on, I'ma be standing, I'ma be holding on. Your truth, that truth, my truth. Your God, my God, I love You. All I know is one thing nowadays, is we all need hope, we all need faith in. I'm just one of them old people who's gotta hold on. And I believe.
All right, so Chelsea, very interesting choice to sing the entire song a cappella. I have to say you demonstrated control and really played with the notes on that vocal range. So that was really a job well done. If I were to give you notes on the other aspects of it, I mean, we would have liked to see how we incorporated music in there. So because I was missing, I don't have much to judge on that. But based on what you delivered in your a cappella performance, it was really well done. So thank you so much and great effort, wonderful job.
Wow, Chelsea has an amazing voice, and the fact that it just started off with her voice piercing through, it definitely had all my attention in the right ways. I did expect the music to come in, and then I realized, okay, it's not gonna come in. So it was a very risky move doing this with no music at all, because like Kira said, there's kind of no context. But at the same time, I definitely could appreciate that risk, because I believe she knows that she has a very powerful voice, and she basically used that as her superpower. And she has so much control. She portrayed so much different levels of tones in her singing, falsetto, these different styles that she was doing. I applaud that. She actually has a voice that will make people stand up and fight for their rights for generations to come. So in that sense, I think that her sound choice was actually pretty perfect and suited.
So when Chelsea started, Phillips when the equipment changed and there was a different microphone. It sounded like it went from $100 to $1,000 mic, and it's just how she sang. So that was crazy. I don't really have any bad comments. I mean, I would want to see what more she will do coming later on, how she how she incorporates the Caribbean side. Because we could do all these soul songs, but how are you bringing your originality and where you're from? But job well done.
That was quite a lineup. We hope you've enjoyed the performances by all our very young, talented artists. But now is the moment we've all been waiting for, where the judges select the top 6 acts that will ascend into the spotlight. Congratulations, Ariel, and welcome to the spotlight.
I know that you see my pain. You don't say nothing. Why?
Congratulations, Blair, and welcome to the spotlight.
So send a breeze quick, let it blow. Release it and let it go. Show the world and let them know. Them can't stop the greatest show. Breeze quick, let it blow. Release it and let it go. Show your hand and let them know. Yeah.
Congratulations, Carlton, and welcome to the spotlight.
phone addicts living inside their phone. That's what they cell phone addicts lost in the cyber zone. I tell you, cell phone addicts don't want to face the music. No. Cell phone addicts playing them cell phone tricks.
Congratulations, Aishana, and welcome to the Spotlight.
Can we put this thing on hold? Can't see me growing old with you by my side. I think that this love is expired.
Congratulations, Chanel, and welcome to the Spotlight.
It is so amazing how the sunset lights the skies on fire. The lovely melodies of the birds on the wire. How beautiful the dewdrops on petals of a rose. God is in control.
Congratulations, Yelena, and welcome to the Spotlight.
Flawless, flawless in Jesus Christ. We are flawless, flawless in Jesus' eyes. It don't matter skin color, it don't matter your hair texture, it don't matter who you are, 'cause we are flawless.
This really has been a nail biter, but we really do hope that you have enjoyed the music, the performances, and the artists. And we want to thank everyone who has been involved. First off, MusicTT, NH Productions, the judges, of course, and we want to thank you, the viewer, for watching. Have a great night.